Hello friends, my name is Dr. Jyoti Prakash and I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now welcome you all on the topic that is related to promotion, and this word basically refers or a meaningful sense to us, and we all expect this particular function should be performed by an human resource manager or by the organization, so that we can get benefit as an employee point of view. Means you as MBA graduate, after completion of a course, obviously you will be able to get a job, and after performing and after completion of some duration, you will expect this particular benefit from the organization. Obviously it is a practical thing, don't be ashamed of that why I am expecting. Obviously if we are performing good into the organization, and our organization is performing good and become in a good state of financial, in the good financial state, so obviously we should also get some acknowledgement and benefit from the organization too. So it is all about the concept of promotion. Just start, what do you mean by promotion? Promotion is a vertical movement of an employee within the organization. Means vertical, how is the position of a vertical? Means it is somehow refers as a standing line. Means you are working as a lower post, and by seeing your performance and by achievement of yours, the organization thinks that you have to bring on a higher role and the higher for performing the higher duties and responsibilities. So it is somehow we can say that it is a vertical movement of an employee within the organization. In other words, we can say that promotion refers to the upward movement of an employee from one job to the higher one with increases. Obviously if the organization just increasing the job of yours, they are also increasing the salary, status and responsibility of yours. So promotion may be temporary or permanent, depending upon the need of the organization. Means what is the need of the organization, that will according to that the organization can take a decision regarding your promotion will be temporarily or permanent. And Filippo has given a definition of promotion, that a promotion basically involves a change from one job to another that is better in terms of status and responsibility, and that also resulted in some increment of money and status and responsibility. So somehow in totality we can have a sense, or we can have a meaning about promotion is what we can say that it is a upward movement, or it is a vertical movement of an individual from lower one to higher one, that somehow resultant in what, with the increase in salary, status and responsibility. So what are the objectives of promotion? These are basically some of the objectives of promotion. The first one is, obviously if the organization is giving promotion to the employee, they are just trying to acknowledge and recognize the efforts or the contribution of the employee. So it is one of the objective of promotion, that by giving promotion to an employee, they are just recognizing the efforts and contribution of the employee, and simultaneously they are giving reward in form of promotion to an employee. To attract and retain the services of qualified and competent people, obviously if the organization is having a competent and qualified workforce, means they are contributing a lot, they are giving their efforts, they are helping the organization in achieving the goals and the objectives. Obviously if you as an organization, and if you are a human resource manager giving introduces promotion or to your employees, by doing so you are trying to attract and retain your competent and knowledgeable and skillful workforce into the organization. If you are giving promotion to your employees, you are trying to increase the effectiveness of the employee, because by doing so they will be motivated, and obviously they will try to maintain and the same level, and either they will want to increase the level of efforts and level of contribution into the organization, because they know the fact that if I will perform better, I will be rewarded, I will be acknowledged by the organization in the form of promotion. Obviously to motivate employee for higher productivity, if the organization is acknowledging and recognizing the efforts and contribution of employee, they are trying to motivate, and the organization is trying to motivate the employees. And if you are you have motivated your workforce very well, they will be contributed, and the productivity will be obviously higher, because they will be motivated and they will love to contribute their efforts and contribution into the organization. sometimes promotion will be given in order to fill up higher position into the organization, and higher position may vacant due to certain factors like death, resignation, and the leaves. Sometimes higher position may vacant. So, if the employees will be promoted, the promotion will be given to that higher post in order to fulfill the gap that may arise, or that has arisen because of that the vacant position of that higher role. To impress your employees about the ability and the scope of what promotion into the organization means, if you have introduces and you are giving promotion to your employees, the employees of the workforce will obviously hold a perception that the organization is having a scope and providing us a scope for gaining more benefit in terms of promotion. And by introducing promotion program and by acknowledging the efforts and efficiency of an employee, the organization is trying to build up the loyalty and the morale and the sense of belongingness to the employee. So, these are some of the objectives of promotion. So, the next question comes that how many types of promotion. So, these are basically 3 types of promotion that are introduced from time to time or as per the situation into the organization. So, the first promotion is all about horizontal promotion. When an employee is shifted in the same category, it is called horizontal promotion. We can say horizontal promotion is just like a sleeping line or a straight line, means a junior, when here is an example like a junior clerk promoted to a senior clerk is such an example, and it is important to note that such promotion may take place when employee shifts within the same department from one department to other or from one plant to another plant. Horizontal means if an employee shifted in the same category for performing some more activities or some more responsibilities. So, it is all about horizontal promotion, means we can say that in this type of promotion the employee is getting a higher role and not getting a higher role, means the same performance he or she has to perform, but in return they may be able to get more salary or more benefit from the organization. So, it is one of the type of promotion. The second one is vertical promotion, we have discussed earlier, like it is the kind of promotion where an employee is promoted from a lower category to a higher category, involving increase in salary, status, authority and responsibility. Generally promotion means vertical promotion, and dry promotion is all about when promotion is made without increase in the salary, it is called dry promotion. The name itself refers that promotion will be given obviously, but it will be in a dry mode. How it is called dry? Because you will not give any sort of money and any amount of money in that. So, it that basically gives the meaning of dry. And dry means what? Means if you are getting promotion from the organization, there is an expectation regarding increase in the salary and enhancement in the salary. So, in this type of promotion you are getting a higher role, but you are not getting a higher salary. This particular promotion called is basically what? Dry promotion. So, the next question, and that is the very important one, means if you are a human resource manager and if you have been assigned the role of promoting the employees, so what are the basis on which you will promote your employees? So, there are certain bases defined, that the first basis is promotion by seniority. And what is it? Promotion by seniority is one of the popular method followed by giving promotion to the employees, and generally it is followed in government organization. And seniority means the total duration and the total length of your service that is counted from the date of your appointment into the organization, means how much duration you have spent into the organization, means the longer the duration, the higher the opportunity you have to get promoted into the organization. That is all about seniority, and this particular method is not used in private organization, it is very much suitable in government organizations. And this particular basis in fact basically not given weightage like the factors like qualification, knowledge, skills, performance. It is totally based on the length and the duration that you have given and that you have spent out into the organization, means the higher the duration, the longer the duration, and the higher the possibility that you will be get promoted into the organization if the organization has opted out this particular basis for providing or for giving promotion to the employees. Obviously, there are certain advantages and merits of promotion by this particular method. So, what are the advantages? You basically, if you are opting out this particular basis, so somehow you are creating a sense of security. You are giving a sense of security to your employees that they are basically safe in this organization, and if they will be associated with this particular organization, they will be given advantage of that, and they will be promoted, and they will be acknowledged for their spending and for their loyalty, for their association into the organization. And it is very simple and objective method of identifying employees of promotion, because you do not have to calculate and the level of performance, the achievement. You have to just see out the length of service, means you have to just calculate the date of appointment and till date, means how, and by doing so you are able to identify the length of the service, and accordingly you can take, being a human resource manager, you can take decision regarding promoting the individual or not. And this particular method basically avoids some biasness, favoritism and nepotism in identifying employees for promotion, because here the human resource manager does not adopt these type of practices while promoting the employees. Means in this particular basis, you have to see the length of service, and that cannot be ignored by anyone, and that cannot be ignored by the organization, in fact, because the employee is having the date of appointment himself and herself. So, accordingly they can just raise their hands and raise the questions that why they have been not promoted, if the organization has given instruction or given information about that they are using this particular basis for giving promotion to your employees. So, this particular basis avoids biasness, favoritism and nepotism in identifying employees, and if this particular basis is being used or being adopted by any organization, they are trying to create their workforce loyal and made their workforce loyal, because they know this, but the workforce basically know the fact that if they have been associated with the organization for a longer time period, obviously they will be acknowledged and appreciated and recognized by the organization in the form of promotion. So, these are basically some of the advantage of this particular method. Obviously, there are certain disadvantage of this particular basis. So, what are the disadvantages? Seniority very often ignores obviously the merits and good performance of the job. The person with long service need not be competent in the job. It is not required that if the employee has spent a lot or spent a longer time period into the organization, all the time he or she may be perfect in order to tackle out the future uncertainty, or in order to work on the updated technology, or in order to work with the changing scenario. So, over emphasis on seniority and no incentive for high improved performance the job, because you are totally considering the length of service. So, you are discouraging basically what the high level of performance of your employees. Ambitious people who are highly career oriented may not stick to the job and leave the organization, because nowadays we are seeing that if suppose I have been associated with one organization where I am getting benefits, and if I will get more benefits by some other organization, obviously I will leave the organization, because I am very ambitious and I want to go into my higher roles, into my into higher position in my career. So, obviously I will not stick to the organization, or I will obviously leave the organization. So, it is also one of the crucial disadvantage, or it is the disadvantage of this particular basis. It is very difficult to attract obviously talent people who are placed in special category for promotion. You cannot, by adopting this particular basis, you are not able to attract the competent and the effective or efficient manpower into the organization, because they know that they have to serve a long time period for getting promotion into the organization. So, obviously they will not apply for a particular position into the organization. No differentiation. Obviously, if you are as an organization and if you are a human resource manager adopting this particular basis, so you are not doing any differentiation between efficient and inefficient employee and promotes mediocrity into the organization, means you are not expecting higher productivity from, you cannot expect a higher productivity from your employees. Management is generally not favorable to promote employees based on seniority, as I told earlier that it is not widely used by private organization. It is one of the method that is basically used by government organization. So, nowadays a private organization basically avoids this particular basis for giving promotion to the employees. So, the next one is promotion by merit. Promotion by merit is generally followed by private organization, and it is the name itself refers that promotion will be given to employees on the basis of the performance, on the basis of the merit, on the basis of the knowledge, honesty, skills, the communication and the level of performance that they are showing while doing their job, while they are the efforts that they are contributing, the tactics that they are using in tackling different situation, the achievement that they have given or that they have basically obtained or achieved. So, these are basically some of the consideration that for the organization, if the organization is going to adopt this particular method. Seniority is not, in this particular basis, seniority is not given any weightage. The HR department has for that purpose, the HR department has to keep a records about each employee, and such records should be based on, or such records basically includes the information like performance, the rewards, and the basically we can say the tactics and the art and the achievement of the given target. So, accordingly they can just evaluate whether or who are the suitable one to give promotion or for enhancing the morale of the employees. Performance appraisal record would also provide information on the past performances and strength and weaknesses of the employee. Means HR department just keeps a record of the performance. So, accordingly the human resource manager or the organization can take decision regarding appraising the performance of the employees, whether they will be appreciated or depreciated or not. So, decision can be accordingly taken. So, advantages of this particular method is what it appreciates and recognizes the knowledge, skills and performance of the employee, even the employee is fresher and having less experience about the particular assigned job and duties. It motivates the employees to perform better, as promotion are based on merits, because if you as an organization and if you are a human resource manager are is adopting this particular basis. So, by doing so you are trying to motivate your employees and you are expecting a higher productivity or higher contribution from your employees, so that the organizational objective can be obtained. The management is able to retain competent employees as they are eligible for promotion based on merit. Means if I am working in some organization, in one organization, and I am getting a chance of getting promotion by doing by showing my higher what skills and efficiency and competency, and for that I will be get promotion into the organization. So, obviously I will think that I will be associated with that organization for a longer time period. So, if the management is doing or adopting this particular basis for giving promotion to your employees, by doing so they are trying to retain the competent workforce into the organization, and that obviously leads to increased productivity into the organization, because every employee is having a picture that if they will perform, they will be given appreciated or they will be given reward by the organization in the form of promotion. So, that will obviously lead to increased productivity into the organization. Basically management supports this particular basis, because by adopting this particular method they are not doing any injustice to the good performer, and they are just creating differentiation between the efficient and inefficient employer. They are also giving warning, and they are also giving what we can say that giving a sense of what giving an instruction to inefficient employee that if they have to survive into the organization, they have to perform in fact. So, it is a scientific and objective method of promoting employees. Why? Because you are being a human resource manager, you have to do certain calculation, you have to keep a record on monthly basis, on day basis about the achievement, about the performance of your employees. So, somehow it requires some sort of what calculation and some technique. From that you can, being a human resource manager, you can identify a picture about those employees will be able to get promotion and those will be not. This particular method has certain also limitation like scope of favoritism and biasness, because most of the organization we if you will be placed into the organization, you will see that this particular practice will be adopted into the organization, because here just you cannot you are ignoring the duration, you are just considering the favoritism and the biasness who are very close to you, who are very favorite to you, you just promote them because they are very close and they are just understanding your requirement in fact. This method is not accepted by trade unions, because trade union are the one who believe in the welfare of your employees. So, if the organization is adopting this particular basis, they are just creating differentiation and they are not giving benefit to inefficient employee or the average performers in fact. So, not accepted by trade unions. Defining merit is basically very difficult and complicated in absence of updated and accurate record, and no guarantee promotion if the person has put in several years service in the organization, because it somehow lower down or decreases the sense of what loyalty into the organization, because you are not taking consideration the length or the duration of or the years that the individual has given or the spent in the organization. The next one is the good one, basically seniority cum merit basis. Basically we can say that it is the combination of the earlier two one, since both the method or the basis suffers from various disadvantages. So, a scheme where seniority and method merits are both considered simultaneously for giving promotion to the employees. The one of the promotion policies like open and closed. In open promotional policy, all the members become eligible for promotion as when vacancy arises based on a predetermined criteria. The most suitable one is promoted, means it is open to all and all the eligible candidates are become competent and become eligible for getting promotion by the organization. And in a closed promotion policy, all employees do not become eligible for promotion automatically. To avoid problems, some companies do not even let the employees, they are not giving information to all the employees in the same manner that some vacancies are likely to occur in the days or in the coming time ahead. So, based on the individual judgment and personal observation, management takes the call on who should get what. So, these two are also the types of what the basis that some of the organization basically uses for promoting the performance of an employee. If you are going to introduce a promotional policy to your employee, so these characteristic or these things should be included, must be included in your promotional policy. Like it must provide equal opportunity for promotion across the job, department and region. It must apply uniformly to all the employees irrespective of their background. It must be fair and impartial. The basis of promotion must be clearly defined, so the employee accordingly start thinking from the first day of his or her job that what he or she has to perform in this particular job or in this particular organization. So, that communication must be clear to all the employees or all the workforce. It must be correlated with the career planning. Both quick and delayed promotion must be avoided, as these ultimately adversely affect the organizational effectiveness. Means from time to time you have to give the promotional opportunity to your employees, so that accordingly you can ensure the organizational effectiveness and that will not hamper the attainment of the organizational objectives. So, these things should or we can say must include or must consider by you while you are determining or while you are designing a promotional policy to your employees. So, these are basically some of the references. You just go through and get more information about that. I hope you will like this particular video that is based on promotion and a very interesting thing that is related or that is the expectation of yours, and that is all in this topic. Thank you, students.